Hi, I'm Ashley from eSkill, and today I'm going to show you how to create a custom test in the eSkill pre-hire assessment platform. Custom tests are one of the best methods to understand an applicant's qualifications. You can create highly specific assessments that test skill sets specific to your job posting or company requirements. Use them to get a full picture of the candidate and identify quality hires that are highly likely to thrive in the new role. Let's see how they work. So now I've logged into my eSkill Test Center. You'll see 8 action tiles. For purposes of today's video, we're going to start with the Create tab. Inside of this tab, there are 3 different ways to create a custom test. We're going to look at option 2 and option 3. With option 2, it's going to allow us to mix and match subjects to create one single assessment. So first, I'm prompted to name my assessment. For today's purposes, I've chosen a healthcare call center role. I've searched and chosen my subjects relevant to this role. I've selected the difficulty level for each. And last but not least, I will select the assessment link. This is going to divide up the questions as equally as possible. We recommend keeping assessments shorter. So with my 20-question assessment, it's going to pull 5 questions from each of my chosen subjects. At this point, I can go ahead and save my assessment. And it's going to automatically route me back to my test center with my list of assessments, where my new assessment healthcare call center has now populated to the top of my list. Now we're going to take a peek at option 3. Option 3 is going to allow us to select questions on a one-by-one basis from our content library to build a full assessment. Again, I've chosen healthcare call center. From here, I can select a particular subject that I want to search, or I can go directly to my subjects library, which contains all of our eSkill content, and I can search on a subject level and add questions one by one. So for instance, if I'm looking at medical terminology, I can simply choose the questions I'd like to add. This is a great view as it shows me difficulty level, question type, and a quick description. Once I've selected the questions I wish to add to my assessment, I can come back to my assessment creation tab, and you'll find that the questions I've chosen have automatically populated into my assessment. From here, I can go ahead and save my assessment. And again, just as before, it's going to automatically direct me back to my assessment tab, where I can see my first multi-subject option 2 assessment I've created, as well as my option 3 assessment I've created based on a question by question addition. And it doesn't stop there. Using eSkill, you can take customization to the highest level. Sky is the limit. If you have paper tests that you've utilized in the past and you're happy with the content, you can use our eSkill author feature to upload this content. We can digitize it and turn it into an online assessment that you can utilize within your eSkill test center, just as you would any of our native content. With our custom tests, you can better assess candidates to improve your hiring outcomes. Need assistance on creating a test? Our dedicated assessment experts, just like myself, can collaborate with you on best practices, test analysis, and long-term refinement. Here are some tips that I find particularly useful with some of my own customers. Customize tests by job role. Focus on testing real-world tasks and key competencies. We know that one size fits all is not an effective approach. We'll help you tailor content to match needed job requirements. And you don't need a 60-question standardized test. Ask exactly what you need to ask and not a question more. This also provides a much better candidate experience. Use a mix of question types like our popular simulations, video responses, and multiple choice to get the full picture and a holistic view of your candidate. Want to learn more? Request information at eskill.com and start making consistently great hires.